I just want to say massive shout out to everybody that comes over the radio when you recognize me and say hi on there. I get it quite a bit, at least once or twice a day typically, and sometimes I reply, but my radio is kind of a piece of crap, so you guys don't hear me, or you do hear me, it just sounds staticky. But I just want you all to know I do hear you, and I do appreciate you guys, so keep doing that. And if you hear me, we'll have a little conversation for as long as it'll last anyways. What is up, my YouTube family? It is the Milkman back with another video. So it's been a hot minute since I posted a video, so I figured, you know what, we should just make one. Today, we are right now sitting in McCook, Illinois. We did my typical run. I dropped the trailer in Barron, Wisconsin on Friday morning, and then they went ahead and loaded that up, went and picked it up real early this morning, and came over here to do my 2 drops. Now we got those out of the way. I'm gonna head over to Washout here. I gotta go to Minooka, Illinois to pick up a load of bread, I believe, and we're gonna head back to Plymouth, Minnesota, and then that delivers like tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I believe. Easy going day today. I wanna get the trailer washed out. Otherwise, not too much has been happening. The truck is kind of making a weird ticking sound, so I'm gonna be bringing that in on Thursday. I told them that I need to be back by Thursday because I gotta get that checked out. And then there's a couple oil leaks I want to have checked out on here that seem kind of like, I don't know, not good, you know, like worrisome. I'm gonna get those checked out, get that tick checked out in the engine so we don't blow it up, hopefully. Other than that, let's get this day going. So this washout is like 24 minutes away. I've never been to this one before, but it's right close to Minooka. The reviews on it were pretty decent. Maybe you guys will know which one it is when I get there. I'll show you. Some of you guys ask what I use the tablet for. A lot of times I have Waze on there so I can see when there's cops in the road or accidents or whatever. And then on this one, on my phone, I typically run the Google Maps because it seems like it's the most accurate as far as bringing me places. And then my Garmin GPS, I just use to keep track of my miles. And my speedometer works, but I always use that because it's just like the GPS miles or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of how I use everything. Sometimes I'll have my logbook on there. Sometimes I'll have it on here. It just depends on what I'm doing. All right, guys, well, we made it here. It's called Lola's Truck Wash. So this is on 53 or Bolingbrook Drive or South Joliet Road. Looks like it's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. All right, yeah, so we got here to the Lola's. Real nice people here. I parked on the end so I could make this corner right here. Gotta wait for him to get out of the way over there. So I just went ahead and opened my doors up. I'll show you guys what my trailer looks like right now. We're running on a little bit above half tank. I'm kind of going on that that's gonna be good enough for them to load me. Maybe I'll throw some fuel in while I'm at Thornton's here. But as you can see, the trailer is absolutely trashed. That's the problem is you unload at some of these places and it's like they bust out pallets and stuff and then just leave them in there, so you got to figure out what to do with them. Truck is looking good. That tick that I'm talking about. So as you can see, I haven't really been able to do too much. I was gonna work on the truck this last weekend here, and I'm not working out. Tick is coming from this side over here. I don't really hear it right now, but it sounds like it's coming from right up in here somewhere. So I'm gonna bring that to Midwest Diesel on Thursday and drop it off and have them take a look at it. It might be an exhaust leak, or it may be the valves are out of adjustment on it. All right, guys, so we stopped in here to the Thorntons right after we got the washout here at Lola's Truck Wash. They did a really good job, you guys. It was only 35 bucks to have my trailer washed out. And if you spend like $45, I think they do like sanitation stuff. I just did the 35 because there was no like meat or anything in there that needed to be sanitized out. If you spend a little more, I did see the guy in there. He was like scrubbing the walls down. He put something up in there and like turned the hose on and then like pulled it back with the doors closed. So I would highly recommend it if you guys are ever over here by Bolingbrook. I took 55 and hopped off on South Joliet Road, and then it brings you right over here. So nice, easy place to get to, easy to turn around, and then Thornton's is right across the road to get some fuel or some coffee here. Maddie tried to see if she could find something in there with no avail. So I'm gonna show you guys what the trailer looks like with it all cleaned out. I just want to show you they did a really good job. So now we're gonna head over to the cold storage here and try and get loaded up early. Our appointment's not until like 2300, I think, but getting loaded up early never hurts, you know, get home early. Now that we live in Eau Claire, it's nice because everything we do, pretty much my dedicated lane is Minnesota east. So I'm over to Chicago a lot. Now last week, actually, we went to Michigan. It's been a long time since we went to Michigan, and I was honestly kind of worried about my visor going through there because I know they can be pretty strict about having the drop visors on there, but I went through all the scales and didn't have any issues. So I was really happy about that. We went over to Byron Center, Michigan to get unloaded with the load we had picked up. And then we went up to Ludington. I think that's how you say that. Ludington, Michigan. And then we picked up a load of ice cream at House of Flavors is what it was called. I didn't think I was gonna be able to remember what it was called. But House of Flavors. And then we brought that back to, where did I bring that to? Do you remember? Faribault. Yeah, we went to Aldi in Faribault, Minnesota. So even though we lived in Minnesota, which is like where all of our freight is based out of, it was like just kind of out of the way because we'd always have to get off of 694 and go north about 20 minutes. But the worst part was I couldn't bring my trailer over there because I had nowhere to put it. So I always had to go to Fridley and then back to the house, which was like an extra hour of monkeying around with the truck before I could even be home. So now I come off the freeway and I'm literally home. I did sign up to go to a truck show, as you guys can see. I mean, it's a work in progress, so that's what I'll be going as. And I think that's actually kind of the cool thing, because if I go now with the way it is, people are gonna see it how it is now. And then as I keep working on it and it keeps progressing, there'll be a story behind it. I'm not embarrassed of my truck at all, man. I love my truck so much. I know a lot of you guys hate on it and want me to paint it and stuff like that, but it's my truck and I feel happy with it every day driving it, hauling freight. So we're staying busy out here. Freight's paying decent, so we're just gonna keep trucking. Let's go over and see if we can get loaded up early. So we got here to US Cold Storage in Minooka. I got checked in here and it says that there's a $255 add-on fee, I guess, for apparently there was no appointment or something for this load. So I think I actually saw that in the description of the sheet I got. So I'm just gonna give the broker a call here and get an EFS check or EFS number or whatever, and then get that paid up, and then he'll give us a door once that's paid. So I'm gonna get that taken care of, get back into a door, and hopefully get loaded up early. We got loaded up last night this morning, whatever it is, went good. Didn't end up getting loaded in our appointment time, which is fine because my logbook was able to reset. So we are now in Janesville, Wisconsin, grabbing some fuel here. I'm gonna grab some coffee. Grab some bananas and then get back on the road again. So this load's got to run at -10. We got frozen bread on, so it's extremely light, which is really nice. And it's paying pretty good for being how light it is and how far I gotta go. So pretty excited about that. Like I said, freight's been pretty decent so far this last month or couple months, whatever. So we're gonna get fueled up here and we'll see you guys when we hit the road again. All right guys, so we grabbed some bananas, grabbed some coffee, and now we're gonna finish our way there, hopefully. I don't get too tired and need to take a nap. But it's only about 5 hours left. So we're gonna hit the road and we'll see you when we get there. We ended up making it back to Plymouth, Minnesota this morning until like, I don't know, 2-3 hours after our appointment. So that kind of sucked, but we still made it. We ended up getting another load here. We're picking up in, where are we? Cold Spring, Minnesota at Cold Spring Brewery here. And we're actually getting the call right now. So let's see what door we're gonna get. This is Alec.
Hello, this is Tom at Cold Spring Brewing Company. Can I have you back into door 6, building B, please?
Door 6, building B or D?
Building B as in boy.
Boy.
Door number 6.
All right, got it. Thank you.
You bet. Bye.
Bye. All right, so we just got door number 6 there. We're gonna go get backed in. Other than that, the day's been going pretty good. It just took a little longer than expected to get out of U.S. Cold Store or U.S. Foods there at Plymouth. Altogether, the load went really good. I just want to say massive shout out to everybody that comes over the radio when you recognize me and say hi on there. I get it quite a bit, at least once or twice a day typically. And sometimes I reply, but my radio is kind of a piece of crap. So you guys don't hear me, or you do hear me, it just sounds staticky. But I just want you all to know I do hear you and I do appreciate you guys. So keep doing that. And if you hear me, we'll have a little conversation for as long as it'll last anyways. We're gonna go get back into the store. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead, subscribe, hit that like button, and we will see you guys in the next one.